Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunk Farmer Show. I'm Drunk Farmer / the Rant. And yes, there are some things that have been going on in college football on Thursday day and Thursday evening. Yes, if you haven't heard, or I'm sure a lot of you have heard, it's true. It's no bullshit. What I'm talking about is that USC, UCLA made the jump from the Pac-12 to the Big Ten. As of Thursday evening, the Big Ten accepted the applications of USC and UCLA. And they will start on August 2nd, 2024. And they will begin conference play in 2024. Wow. That was some big news today. I was a little shocked by it, and I have to tell you the truth. I thought this was internet bullshit. I thought it was just some rumor that some ding-dong, dipstick started, and it wasn't. I don't know how people are feeling about this. Maybe some people are not happy about it. Maybe some people are happy about it. Who knows? I'm still just trying to absorb all this. So I haven't really had any feelings about it yet. I'm sure the Big 12, I'm sure the Big 12's, or excuse me, not the Big 12, the Pac-12, I'm sure the Pac-12 wasn't happy about it, seeing two of their mainstay teams take a jump over the Big Ten. But it doesn't really surprise me because the Big Ten and Pac-12, they were sister conferences back since the 90s. So it doesn't really surprise me. But we got two of their mainstay teams, USC and UCLA. I mean, these were the original teams that started the Pac-10 when it was the Pac-10. So, yeah, it was kind of a shock to see USC and UCLA come over. What do they bring to the table? Money. Duh. USC, rich in football. UCLA, powerhouse in basketball. Not really a football school, more of a basketball school. They're starting to balance out, though, a little bit. Volleyball, UCLA's always had some good volleyball teams. USC's had some good volleyball teams. So they bring some things to the table, mainly money. Because, they're going to bring a lot of it, too. Because look at the alumnus that have gone to UCLA and USC. Now, there was a second rumor going around that I was seeing on the internet. Possibly. Now, this is just a possibility. It's just a rumor. I don't know if it's true. I don't know what's going on with this. But possibly, Utah and Colorado are looking to jump to the Big 12. Yes, Colorado, if this is true, let's just say Colorado may be jumping back into the Big 12, which that would be interesting. Because if that happens, what's going to happen to the Pac-12? There's a good question, right? Also, who's going to be the two teams that are going to replace USC, UCLA? Well, two teams did come up. Boise State and San Diego State, both out of the Mountain West. Yeah. Not exactly your powerhouse football teams to replace two teams. I mean, that's going to be some hard shoes to fill if the Pac-12 survives. But those are the two teams that came up, Boise State and San Diego State. Maybe that's probably the best they can do. Doesn't surprise me. But hey, I mean, there's not a lot of teams out there that can fill those shoes. But apparently, those two teams came up in that conversation. Where is this all leading? Super conferences. Not one. I'm assuming two super conferences. This may be leading down that road. It's heading there. It looks like it's heading there. There's been talk about it. There's talk about it last year about forming a super conference. Maybe there might be two of them. That would be interesting. All the other conferences will be completely wiped out. All the traditions and everything will be completely wiped out. The rivalries, everything will be wiped out if we went into two super conferences. Yes, that would be true. Rivalries would be demolished. Some rivalries will still stand, but a lot of them will be gone. A lot of traditions in these conferences will be gone. And that's the thing about super conferences. It could ruin college football. So, with all the people jumping around from conference to conference, I mean, for example, Texas, Oklahoma, 2025, SEC now. But a year before they start, UCLA, USC, Big Ten. Who knows where all this is heading? I don't know where it's heading. Tell you the honest truth. Maybe there will be two super conferences out of all this eventually. But right now, USC and UCLA is going to be in the Big Ten West. Now, here's another interesting question. It's going to be a 16-team conference. Now, we got to have both the East and the West. We got to both have 8 teams, right? Right. So who are they going to pull out of the West to put in the East? I'm thinking one would probably more likely be Wisconsin. The second team, it's kind of hard, but it's not. I'm thinking Purdue. Because they're right there. Indiana's in the East already. Let's just put Purdue in the East with Indiana also and renew that rivalry. Wisconsin, let's put them in the East. Just to sweeten up the East. Just sweeten up, what I'm trying to say is just sweeten up the East a little bit. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think those are the two teams they'll pull. Wisconsin and Purdue. But we won't know that for a while. But that's just my prediction. So there you go. So far, college football's been quiet until this came up. It has. It has been quiet until this came up. So I want to know how you guys feel about all this. It's a lot to absorb, a lot to think about. I'll give you a couple questions. You can write in the comment box below. How do you feel about USC and UCLA coming to the Big Ten? I want to hear your opinion in the comment box below. Also, I want to know the second question. Who do you think they'll pull from the Western Conference in the Big Ten over to the Eastern Conference of the Big Ten? Is it going to be Wisconsin and Purdue or Wisconsin and somebody else? But I'm for sure one team will be Wisconsin. So, comment box below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button because you like me. And it's late. So I'm Drunk Farmers, and this has been the Rant. I will see you when more news comes up. I'm sure there will be more news, so stay tuned, kids. And by the way, to everyone, happy 4th of July, and stay safe. I'll see you when I see you. So long.